Well, after taking out a payday loan, one Colorado Springs couple was shocked to get a call from the Department of Law and Investigation saying they owed more money. That department doesn't sound familiar to you? Well, it shouldn't, because it doesn't exist. It's a scam. In one of your stories, News First 5's Matt Stafford spoke to the couple to find out how you can protect yourself.
Tim and Carol Bartha have received some calls they thought sounded fishy. They saved one of the messages.
My name is Robin Hood, calling you from the American Department of Law and Investigation.
Tim had recently taken out a payday loan. The message mentioned where they got the loan and obviously knew his phone number. And the message was threatening.
Saying if you don't pay, we're going to take you to court and throw you in jail.
Don't disregard this message and you return the call. Now.
They called Tim not only at home, but at work too. The caller had plenty of information, but was wrong that Tim was behind on payments.
I told him I made my payments, call them. And he hung up as soon as I told him that.
Tim also called the Ace Cash Express on South Nevada he got the loan from. They said his balance was fine.
She says she doesn't understand how they could have got this information.
Looking online, Ace Cash Express's privacy policy says they may give non-public information to third parties. Calls to Ace weren't immediately returned. For Carol, she was more curious about the department that called. It was one she had never heard of.
So I got online, I looked it up. Apparently this department doesn't exist.
Apparently several others have had similar problems.
I read a few of them, and most of them had in common where they had payday loans out.
It's relatively common that we'll receive complaints of that.
Lieutenant Pat Rigdon says phone scams are nothing new. They're usually trying to get information to steal your identity.
Anytime somebody calls you, I would never give them information over the phone.
Tim and Carol learned their lesson and want others to be ready if the phone rings. Matt Stafford, News First 5.
And police say these criminals are pretty hard to track. They recommend that if you do get any call that sounds fishy, just hang